Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Terry from Vegas Tez Creates, here with another crafty video for you. So today I have received my monthly happy mail from Pen Pusher as part of my Pen Pusher ambassador role, and I've very kindly been sent this gorgeous set of well, it's like a complete set basically of blended lettering. So it enables you to do blended lettering, and there's I believe there's at least two different colour schemes, and this one's called Cosy Times, as you can see by this sort of like cosy sort of autumnal colours there. It also comes with a fine tipped water brush, very fine tipped. That's lovely. I've just filled that up with some water. It comes with a pencil which I've just sharpened, and a Tombow mono eraser, and you've got a Fudenosuke pen. And then the Tombow pens, if you're not familiar with these, they are double-sided, and one end is a brush nib and the other end is, so we've got brush nib here, and then the other end is a fine detail nib. So these are wonderful for hand lettering, and because they're water based, so you can use them like watercolours, and that's what this kit is really about. So it's got this little handy guide here which I've just had a read through, and it basically gives you some tips around how to use the contents to create something like this, like a word where the colours are blended into each other, and then you use the Fudenosuke pen, which has got like a stiff but still flexible end, to add like just monoline lettering like that, so not brush lettering, and then to add like little shadow effects and things. So I think I'm going to go quite simple. I'm going to have a play with this, and I'm going to write the word hello and try and do it in a blended fashion, and then put autumn in monoline underneath. So what it recommends that you do, so basically I've got a piece of this is heavyweight mixed media card, so it's not technically watercolour paper, but it is designed to take watercolour, and as I'm only going to be doing a bit of blending and not like completely saturating the paper, I figured this would be fine. So it was a bit longer than this, so I've just cut the end off, and then I've got some tracing paper. So it says on here to use the pencil to sketch out your desired lettering on a piece of copy paper, so I've chosen tracing paper instead, and then shade the back of the paper with the pencil, and then you transfer the lettering by then tracing over it again. So for example, I'm going to write hello, then on the back I'm going to trace over that, and then on the front again I'm going to write hello, and then it'll be transferred. And then it says afterwards erase 90% of the lettering using the mono eraser. So basically we just want to just about be able to see our image, and then we use this lightest colour on the whole piece, and then we use our other colours to blend it all together. So we're just going to have a little play really. This is the first time, I mean I love the Tombow water-based pens. I've got a pack of them, and I love using them, but this is the first time I've ever tried to do any blended lettering, so this is sort of really exciting really. So I'm going to just trace onto my glass mat because it does have lines on it. So I think that looks good enough. And then autumn. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So now I turn it over and trace this. Okay, so now we bring it. So I'm going to want in the centre here. Actually, it went a little bit higher with the flourish. So what I'm planning to do is just do some like freehand like little foliage around it as well. Like a sort of bit of maybe a wreath or just some foliage. So I'm trying to put it in the correct position. So I've never done this before, it's completely new to me, like as in doing it like this and using paper to transfer the image like that. I'm not an advanced hand letterer, I basically just do lots and lots of practice in sort of fits and starts really. I should do more, but I've recently started incorporating it into my card making and I really like it. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out, my friends. Okay, so yeah, it says on the thing to erase like 90% of it, but okay, so I'm going to erase a bit of it because not loads of it has transferred anyway. And I still need to be able to see enough to follow my work. So I'll first go over it with this lightest colour pen, which is colour 990. Apologies, I think it's just the time of day. I might be getting in my own light from time to time, so apologies about that. It is very light, this. Very light colour, which I think is why it says that you won't be able to see much of it actually once you've done the blending. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do that with the Fudenosuke pen. Okay, so the next bit, so it's talking about when you're blending it together. For blending, fill the water brush ready with water and have paper towels ready. I have those to my side. Apply the first colour, e.g. ABT 761, which I think is the pink. Yep. So apply the first colour and carefully blend it with the water brush, then let it dry. After everything has dried, apply the second colour, e.g. 626. I think it means 026, the next colour, the golden colour. And blend it into the first colour, ABT 76. 761 using the water brush and let it dry again. Do the same with the other colours by alternating the colours in sequences. By doing this, you will not see the first colour. 990. Okay, so just apply a little bit and then blend it with the water brush. Actually, I can kind of see now why they said erase more of it. I'll see if, can you actually erase stuff that's trapped underneath the paper? You can. That's good. That's good to know. Excellent. Okay, so and it says blend it with the water brush. So I'm assuming that this blending is just to soften the colour. Oh, right, and I didn't get my paint on the side, so I'll do that now. I'm assuming, yeah, like so the blending is to soften the colour, because obviously there's a lot of pigment. So we are softening, and we just want it to be damp, so we're softening the colour by using the water brush. And then we can also blend the colours into each other. Okay. So we're going to have 4 colours. I think I may have got a bit too much water blobbed on there, but never mind. It's okay, it's only the first time we're doing it. It's very clear though, the instructions are very clear. I'm really impressed. And I say, for someone who's not advanced by any stretch of the imagination, that's really, really nice and helpful. Yeah, so we're sort of blending the goldy colour into the pinky colour. And then the next one we're using, because you can see this is the effect that they sort of achieve, you know, like some bits being darker than others, and then, you know, so you're blending out. This is one of my favourite colours. I know I'm going to love this. So you don't want to start right next to it. Because you want to be able to blend out with it. Oops. It's okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Definitely not going to be perfect when I'm doing it. This is probably why it says wait for it to dry fully in between. I'm so impatient. Oh, it's starting to bleed. Oh well. There we go. So that's going to be the next colour. And then I'm going to try and get these set up in advance so that I don't have, you know, on what they can be, these can be drying while I'm setting up the next bits. Okay, so apologies if my head's in shot. I'm just trying to get a blend going here. Next bit is, make sure my pen's clean, blending out this lovely pale pink. So we get some paler pink down here and down here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to blend this darker, beautiful, gorgeous, deep teal here. Just trying to pull the colour down. in a nice blended way so that it doesn't look patchy. And then pull this up. To meet and mingle, that's what it does in the picture. This isn't looking too bad considering I am, this is the first time I've ever tried anything like this. I think especially when adding some dark highlights around it, it's going to definitely look better. Right, I'm going to have pink going on this upstroke here. And then we'll finish off with the pink, which is nice because that's where we started. Oh, that looks, I'm really liking the way this looks. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect, but I think that's turning out really well. Oh, I was squeezing the pen a bit too hard. Sorry, I really do need to get my eyes tested. I shouldn't need to be getting this close to the the paper. So once you've sort of, I think doing it like this, like doing the small bits and then waiting for the previous bits to dry and just making sure you're not overlapping anything that's wet, it's actually relatively simple in principle. It's just I'm finding it a bit tricky to pull out the pink, but then it is a very pale colour to begin with, so it's not gonna have, like, you know, be particularly dark when it's watered down, is it, if it's only a pale colour? Just trying to get rid of this harsh line here, and I've ended up making it thicker. I think sometimes with watercolour you just have to go, okay, that's grand. So that's yeah, I'm really pleased with the way that that's turned out. So I'm now going to use the Fudanasuki pen, which says got this fine nib, to pencil to pen out my autumn. Oh, I think that looks really pretty. I really like that. Right, is this dry enough for me to do any of the... So it says, with the Fudenosuke, you can add a shadow effect on the right edge of the letters and other words as desired. So let's have a try at that. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, so I'm really pleased with this. I think that looks really great considering that's my first time at trying any blending and hand lettering. So in order to not make this video too long, I'm going to do some foliage and florals and things around the outside and then be back in a moment to show you the finished piece. And here we go, my friends, the completed piece. So I just added a few simple, very simple leaves and a couple of very simple flowers just to finish it off. And I think that looks like a really nice, clean and simple thing that I could add to the front of a card to make a really nice card for somebody or a piece of home decor. You know, you could go to town really and add a lot more foliage and things like that, but I just wanted to keep the focus really on the word and the blended lettering. So all in all, I think this set is fab. I think it's $26.99 on the Pen Pusher website, but obviously there's a special discount for all of my followers, so you get 10% off just by using the code that's in the description box below. And I think for what you get in there, the complete kit, it's really, really good value. And aside, like me being a relative, I mean, I have done lots of practice, you know, so I'm not a complete noob. I'm definitely no expert, but I've really enjoyed that and ended up producing something that I think I would be happy to put that on the front of a card and send to somebody. So if you like this and you fancy having a bash, then go for it, and don't forget to use that discount code. If you'd like to see more hand lettering stuff or me practicing and trying stuff out like that, let me know in the comments box below, and I will do that for you. So that's all from me today. Look out for some pictures on social media as well, and I will see and speak to you soon with some more crafty goodness. Bye for now.